as well, and then also Jesse James too. So it's really crazy. These, I don't even know if you can call alt history, different theories or, possibilities. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, I want to look into it right now. All right, guys, we'll see you later. No, hang. And also, how much do you think the Warren G song with the Regulators?
Regulators!
And then they you can't be a geek off the street. They sampled that for it. So, I mean, this was big business, man, and I think it helped bring up some cool history and maybe help some people learn a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have a question for you. Would you eat at Pat Garrett's eating house?
I don't know. I mean, I'd be afraid he might shoot me in the back in the dark.
Yeah. What kind of eating house?
Depends on what he's serving.
Yeah.
If he's serving like a good Midwest fried tenderloin, I'll go anywhere for that.
He's doing a lot of stew.
I'm not a big stew guy. Probably not. I'd probably go to the other bar. What's it, the one that they always go to?
Yeah. I just like that. I'm gonna open an eatery. That does not last long, does it?
No. Anyone who says that, it's probably not going to last long.
Yeah, you're right. And he actually lives, though, which I like. Anybody trying to get out of the game is normally shot, and he lives along. So I read about the rest of his life. Did you know? So he married a woman, she died. Then he married her 17-year-old sister. And then they had 8 kids between 11 years. And then he tried to get involved in the irrigation business, and he had about 18 failed irrigation businesses. But then he became friends with the future vice president, and he went around and he had more failed businesses, and then he started shacking up with a prostitute in El Paso, and he lost his affiliations, and then he got shot.
Yeah, he got shot in the back by like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, so he had a pretty interesting life after this thing.
So there's also these crazy theories out there that Pat Garrett's killer went by the name of John Miller, which was somebody that ran with the Regulators back during the Lincoln County War. So there's this crazy theory that it was a revenge killing for Billy the Kid.
Yeah, but that couldn't happen because he was killed at the age of 58. So if a 21-year-old killed him...
Yeah, I mean, now you're just pulling everything apart.
Facts?
Yeah, dude, I don't care about facts.
You know what I hate? So the other day, I had this pithy thing about a movie. I'm like, why would it be like that? And somebody went, well, because you could look at it like this, and then it could turn into this and be like that. And it took the wind out of my sails completely. And my pithy thought about a movie was no more. And I was kind of annoyed.
You just ruined that for me.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark. Turd.
But what else haven't we gotten into in this? I mean, we have the scene where they run their horses down the hills, and Pat Garrett says even their horses are crazy. I felt really bad for the horses in this. They took some tumbles down that hill I wasn't a fan of.
I'm interested in knowing how they did that, actually.
They just rolled horses down hills, it looks like.
I mean, I feel like movies have definitely changed now since that. Since you get, PETA gets involved, animal rights activists, you've got the wranglers. I don't know. I wonder if, some of those horses are obviously real horses that are standing back up, but I'm wondering if some of them are dummies when they're taking the initial tumble. Because if you watch how that is cut together, I don't know, it's edited very smoothly, that whole thing. And by smoothly, I mean very well.
I mean, they clearly...
I'm wondering if they really did just bottom out a horse going down a hill.
I saw a couple horses falling. I mean, I didn't see any animals being harmed, and I looked up stuff. I mean, LDP took the biggest injury. So I guess nothing really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and then, so the whole joke of that scene, though, is that Chavez was trying to tell his horse to stop. Correct?
And he jumps off a cliff.
So everyone followed him when he didn't even want to go. Is that the gag?
That is the gag, yeah. He's yelling, Otzi, or something like that. And then you even have Dave Rudabaugh at the end asking, what does that even mean? And he says, stop. Yeah. The horses are crazy.
Such a cheeky scene. And then you have the
horses are trying to run away from him.
Then you have the whole bit about Mexico. There's no Mexico. And then he never wanted to go because he said he'd just be another gringo down there. He likes having the dime store novels. Billy the Kid.
He likes the game.
Yeah.
He likes playing the game.
And that gets all of his friends killed because he's that guy that will start problems and then all of his friends get beat up and he's fine. And then he goes has beers with the people that beat up his friends. He's that kind of guy. So all those people just got wiped out, I guess, because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
And then by the end of it, you kind of get the sense that he's realized what he's done. Like, there's nobody left. So he's just getting hammered at that little village, Fort Sumner, with his, I guess it's his girlfriend or a gal that he's close with. And then Garrett, he goes to the meat locker to get meat and Garrett shoots him. But it's like that whole conversation with Garrett, like he knows this is it. This is over.
and it's easier to shoot people in the back than look them in the eye and do it.
Yeah. Gives him the easy way out, but also if Garrett doesn't do it, then he knows that he can get away. But then he obviously in the movie lives and steals his horse.
So the movie is saying that Billy the Kid is alive.
That is correct.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all right. That's interesting.
So that whole backstory again, people really need to go read about Brushy Bill Roberts because it is truly fascinating. So there was a really, really fast, I'll dive into it. There was a guy living in, I believe, Florida that was claiming lands to Jesse Evans's brother, who was with the Murphy Dolan fraction. And then a probate attorney went to interview him about that. And then this guy's name was Joe Hines. And so he started retelling stories of the Lincoln County War, like intimate details that really, unless you've got the greatest imagination, only people that were there would know this stuff. And then he drops the bombshell that Billy the Kid and Jesse James are still alive. And so this guy, this probate attorney, is like, well, hold on, maybe I should investigate this. And so then he starts asking around, and all of it leads back to Ollie P. Roberts, who is Brushy Bill Roberts.
Wow.
And it's crazy because then he starts talking to this guy, and the guy's got like all the scars, he's got all the stories, things are matching up with it. It's really crazy, but I think it's interesting because it's this dude, this old 80, 90-year-old guy living in Florida is telling an attorney about another old outlaw living in Texas when this other outlaw isn't even, this old dude from Texas that's Brushy isn't even looking for notoriety. He's not asking for that pardon until somebody discovers who he is.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's some nutty stuff that's going on with this. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not a big conspiracy theory dude, but I love the possibility that he lived.
You're into this. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Good old. Okay. Did you like Emilio's makeup in this movie? Because he looked a little pepperoni-ish, like a pepperoni pizza. Do you think it was good makeup?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. I love pepperoni pizza.
No, it just looked very pat. It didn't look the makeup. Did you like the makeup?
Did he look too like childish?
No,
or too young?
What I'm saying is, his face looked like pepperoni pizza.
Did you have the hue on your TV incorrect?
No, I mean he obviously didn't look like a pizza. It just looked like he didn't look like Pizza the Hut. The makeup looked goopy and it looked patchy.
I don't know. I'll have to watch again and take a gander at his makeup.
See, the problem with me is that I always know what I mean in my head, but when I explain it to people, I don't quite. They don't know.
That guy's got pepperoni head.
Yeah, so in my head it makes sense, and then everyone's walking away later on going, "Did Mark just say that Emilio Estevez looked like a pepperoni pizza? What is the deal with that?"
He looks like a mozzarella stick.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. It's good. It's a good poll, Tom.
You're welcome. I don't even know what it means, but I'll give it to you.
I mean, I could see him looking like a mozzarella stick. That sounds about right.
Dude, everyone likes mozzarella sticks too. If you don't, then you shouldn't be eating pizza and watching this movie.
Maybe that's what I was doing. I was just hungry.
Back in 1990.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, so final thoughts about this movie?
Go watch it right now. It's fantastic standalone, even better sequel. One of the best westerns ever made. Period.
Whoa.
Hard stamp. Seal it. Pack it. Ship it off.
Wow. I wouldn't put it in the top 20, but I like it a lot.
I could maybe put 3 westerns above it.
I mean,
it is that good.
You have, The Searchers. Then you have the Man with No Name trilogy, Pale Rider, Tombstone, Open Range.
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
Yeah, those are all good. They don't have They don't have what this has. They don't got what Young Guns 2 got.
Regulators!
I mean, this has got the big cast. You know, I mean, those were like the rock stars of their times. C. Slates, he's going to seal the deal.
Arkansas Dave. I mean, the movie is not a geek off the street. I enjoy it.
I think for me, if I got to break it down, and I could probably revise this, but at least for me, I would have Tombstone, probably.
Unforgiven?
Yeah, maybe. I need to rewatch it. I remember that just being kind of bored during times with that movie. Definitely Tombstone. Oh my gosh. Once Upon a Time in the West.
Magnificent
I love
Seven.
That movie.
Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous movie.
I love that movie.
Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I love Silverado, but I think Silverado is very similar to this.
Are the later Mad Max movies westerns?
I think they're more like future westerns. I'm thinking more like just traditional westerns.
I mean, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Django Unchained.
Haven't seen that one yet.
Ooh, Hostile's really good. Hell or High
Hostiles
Water
is good.
Bone Tomahawk.
That's a modern western.
Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm not trying to shake you down.
Young Guns 2, good, but it's good.
I mean, I love this movie. Top 3. I like it, man. That's a bold statement. I also like Slow West. I like the True Grits.
Slow West is good.
You love Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, Cowboys and Aliens was fun. It's not Young Guns 2. I don't even think I'd put Cowboys and Aliens. That probably wouldn't even be top 30.
I'd put Quick and the Dead ahead of this.
You're loco, man. You are loco.
We should do a Western draft where we pick. You know what we could do is we could just we'll each turn in a list of our favorite, not best, Westerns, and then we could do a breakdown of our favorites.
That'd be good.
All right, that sounds like fun. I'm down for that.
It might be a list of just Young Guns too, but I'll go with it.
I'm going to put Young Guns and Young Guns 1 in the same one together. And Battleship is not a Western, Tom, by the way.
It should be.
Right.
Takes place in the Western Hemisphere.
Oh, brother. All right, so this was a lot of fun, man. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Tom Buckshot Tresimer, for Tom Turd Tresimer, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.